prestigious club competition in European football. And now it comes down to this, the final itself. Who will prevail? It's Barcelona. They face Benfica, and the action is next, live on EA TV. And here it is, the last lap in the season-long race for the trophy. Millions of viewers from around the world are tuning in for the biggest final in club football, the Champions League final. A warm welcome from me, Derek Ray, joined here in the commentary box, as always, by the former Arsenal and West Ham player, Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere building to fever pitch, we're just minutes away from kick-off time. It's Barcelona up against Benfica.
Well, Derek, you just wonder what those players are thinking right now. Some will be nervous, some will be excited, and some may be anxious. But once that whistle blows, we're going to be in for an absolute classic here.
This is what we think for Barcelona. Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. Frenkie de Jong plays alongside İlkay Gündoğan in central midfield. And leading the attack today is Robert Lewandowski. And this is how the starting 11 looks for Benfica.
Well, in this 4-4-2, the second forward has two jobs. Firstly, to find space behind the opposition's midfield, and secondly, to help out his central players when they haven't got the ball. He'll certainly be key today.
And they're underway now in the Champions League final. We're about to find out which team is the best in Europe. Well, they've given him too much space. In position. Well, in the end, it was rather straightforward for the goalkeeper, Stuart.
Well, he has to do better there. That's a really poor finish.
Sumptuous ball. Oh, surely! Couldn't make it 1-0. Maybe not quite warmed up.
Well, that should have been the opener. He has to hit the target from there.
Frenkie de Jong. Showing a real will to win the ball. Lewandowski. Can they take the lead here? Vital intervention. A fierce effort, but quite simply not accurate enough. They couldn't maintain possession. And he has options available. Well, tremendous block. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Oh, fancy footwork. Has eyes for goal. Oh, in it goes! The opening goal in the UEFA Champions League final.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And then the strike from Lewandowski is absolutely devastating. The keeper just couldn't react to the power of the shot. What a goal that is.
1-0 then. That's very good refereeing to let the play flow. João Mario. Chance to play it in. Well, he really read that brilliantly. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Dangerous ball. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. And a goal kick given. Well, the referee deciding to let the play flow, but now it will be a booking, Stuart.
Well, as soon as the ball went dead, he was always going to book him, and he's absolutely right to do so.
Benfica regaining possession. This could pose problems for the defenders. I think most defenders would expect to be booked, halting an attack in that fashion. And a yellow card it's going to be, Stuart.
Yeah, the ref's got that right. It's a yellow card all day long.
Well, no surprise to see him go for goal, but a routine save in the end. Torres. Lewandowski. Real chance. And there it is! A two-goal cushion now, and just look at these fans. The trophy coming their way, surely.
Well, just look how exposed the keeper is. He's got absolutely no chance there, but they do take it well, you have to say.
So back underway, with the scoreline standing at 2-0. That's a chiselled pass in the direction of João Mario. Poor pass.
Well, no surprise there. Barcelona have enjoyed most of the possession. Yes, they've played well when going forward, but it's been their ability to regain the ball which has made them so hard to play.
Now hold on, Stuart. They're in here. Tries to lift it. Oh, we have just witnessed a special moment. Pure quality.
Well, he shows a lot of composure here. He just gets enough on it. That's a good finish.
So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. Araujo. And the keeper has it now. Jordi Alba. Torres. Well, very effective play in possession. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes. Grimaldo. And in possession, Chiquinho. Well, the first 45 minutes have come and gone here in Catalonia. Into the second half then, in this battle for Champions League glory. Plenty of options. A fine reading of the situation. Gundogan. Rafinha. Just cutting off the supply. Cross blocked. Perfectly fair tackle, and it will be a corner. Playing it in. Oh, wonder goal! Right out of the top drawer. Who could do better than that?
Well, just look at this. Magnificent agility, perfect timing and great connection. What a goal that is.
So back underway, 3-1 the score. Rafa. Florentino. Possession lost, intercepted. And he's broken free. And a goal to increase their advantage to 3. Can they be stopped?
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
So on with the game here. Barcelona on top, and it's turning into something of a trouncing. Rafa. Given away by Benfica. Will it be? And not cleared away properly. And a time for composure on the ball. And steered back under a bit of pressure. Koundé. Fredrik Aursnes. Firing it in. Simple for Ter Stegen. Not what he was intending. Bad pass. Able to skip past his man. And reading it absolutely superbly. Lewandowski. Here's Rafinha. Koundé. Well, not the pass he had in mind. Florentino. Well, only minutes remaining now, and Barcelona with a commanding lead. Stuart, how would you assess their performance overall?
Well, what can you say about this performance? They've been absolutely brilliant. They've played with such guile and creativity, and their passing has been so expansive. Not many teams would have stopped them today.
Takes the shot. Well, he had a lot of ground to cover. Splendid save. Well, he let them go on, but now he's going to deal with the yellow card situation.
Yeah, and he was always going to be booked for that challenge. It was a poor one, you have to say.
So making the substitution now. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Able to deal with the threat. We're inside the final 5 minutes. My goodness, this has not been close at all. And the assistant referee has raised his flag, offside. Here it is now, a substitution. Gundogan. De Jong. Effort from long distance. Oh, it wasn't far away, but above the crossbar. Minutes of added time here. And still a chance. Rafa. And blocked for now. And now the wait is over. Barcelona have done it. The Champions League trophy will return to Catalonia.
Well, just look at the emotions out there. Joy and relief on one side, despair and heartache on the other. But we've got the right winners here. They fully deserved it on the night.
For these players, well, it's the night of their lives. And they're determined to enjoy every millisecond.
Well, they have to make the most of this, don't they? It's a great feat. What an achievement from them.
Well, they don't need to be reminded about what comes next. It's the presentation of the coveted Champions League trophy.
Well, there's some tired players out there, but what you can be sure of, they'll find some energy when they get their hands on the trophy. They'll be going mad in the next few moments.
It's Barcelona's Champions League.
Well, this is what they wanted. What a moment for these players. They've worked so hard to win this trophy. They've been fantastic.
And you can feel the emotion. It's natural to reflect on this final, but so much hard work has gone into the entire campaign. Memories, memories. What would a celebration be without the chance to enjoy it with your own supporters?
Well, these fans have certainly played their part, haven't they? They'll savour these moments. They've travelled far and wide to follow their team. They're loving every minute of this, and why not? They deserve it.
A performance of fire as well as ice. They held their nerve when that was necessary. And these celebrations will run long into the night.
Well, these are the moments they have to make the most of. It doesn't happen very often, does it? These will be photos to cherish for years to come. Brilliant stuff.
And you are looking at the best club side in Europe.